Next part of the respiratory system is the respiratory organs. The respiratory organs are lungs in the human beings. They provide the surface for the exchange of gases. Now, where the lungs are located in human beings? The lungs, they lie in the thoracic cavity on the side of the heart. The thoracic cavity or thoracic chamber is anatomically an airtight chamber. How? The thoracic chamber is formed dorsally. Your back, where you can feel your backbone, that is known as your dorsal side, and your front, where your head is present, that side is known as the ventral side. So, thoracic chamber is formed dorsally by the vertebral column, ventrally by sternum, laterally by ribs, and on the lower side by the dome shaped structure known as diaphragm. The anatomical setup in the lung in thorax is such that any change in the volume of thoracic cavity will be reflected in the lungs. What does it mean? If the size of thoracic cavity increases, then the lungs expand. If the size of thoracic cavity decreases, the lungs contract. Such an arrangement is essential for breathing, as we cannot directly alter the pulmonary volume. Now, the lungs. Now we have seen that lungs, they are protected by the bony structures, that is vertebral column, sternum, ribs, and from the lower side by the diaphragm. Now the next is lungs also have protective coating. Each lung is lined by two membranes that are known as the pleural membrane. The lungs are protected by two pleural membrane, also known as pleura. The outer membrane is called parietal pleura, and the inner membrane, which is in contact with the lung, is known as the visceral pleura. A narrow space exists between the parietal pleura and visceral pleura, which is known as the pleural cavity. And this pleural cavity is filled with a fluid that is secreted by the pleural membrane called pleural fluid. What is the function of pleural fluid? It lubricates the pleural membrane and reduces friction on the lung surface, and it also reduces friction while the movement of lung during inhalation and exhalation. Next, external structure of the lung. So all of you know, and you have studied in your lower classes also, that lungs are soft, spongy, elastic organs with smooth shining surface. They are pinkish at birth but gradually turns grey and black with age due to environmental pollutants, particularly cigarette and smoke. They are conical in shape. You can see the lungs are conical in shape. Each lung has a narrow apex at the upper end and a broad concave base. This is known as the base on the lower side. Why it is concave in shape? To accommodate the diaphragm. Now, the lungs are divided externally into lobes by grooves called fissure. You can see the lines, these are known as the fissures. So the lungs are externally, not internally. Lungs are not divided internally, only externally they are divided into lobes by grooves called fissures. The right lung, as you can see, the right lung, it has three lobes: superior lobe, middle lobe, and inferior lobe, which are divided with the help of the transverse fissure or horizontal fissure and oblique fissure. The right lung is broader than the left lung and it is larger than the left lung. Now the left lung. Left lung is divided into two lobes, large superior lobe and small inferior lobe with the help of oblique fissure. Now the left lung is narrower than the right lung and it is smaller and lighter. You can see the right lung, it has a small cavity that is known as the cardiac notch. What do you mean by cardiac notch? It is a space where the heart is accommodated. So heart is present in between the two lungs in the cardiac notch.